Hi, my name's John, and you found this website because you did a search on how to improve time management. And I'd like to just take a couple of minutes here today and share a little information with you. In fact, I once owned a time management and productivity training franchise, so I feel somewhat qualified to be able to talk about this subject. But what I'm going to talk about today, I really have to give credit to Stephen Covey. And you've probably heard of him. He's a time management guru. But let me say that one of the first things you need to know about time management is that you can't manage your time. We all have the same 24 hours a day. And so the only thing what we really can manage is our activities and how we prioritize those, what we spend that time on day in and day out. So what I'd like to talk about is the subject of your activities and what's important versus urgent. And the best way to address that is take a clean sheet of paper, draw a vertical line down the middle, draw a horizontal line through the middle. And then what I'd like for you to do is to number each of the quadrants. The top left is Quadrant I. The top right, Quadrant II, bottom left is 3, bottom right is 4. And then we're going to title each one of those quadrants. Quadrant 1, we're going to call important / urgent. Quadrant 2 is going to be important / not urgent. 3 is urgent / not important, and 4th is not urgent and not important. And so to just talk about those for a minute, Quadrant 1, important versus urgent. You know, that's the things that we've got to take care of right away. That might be the report that's due to your boss today, and maybe it got into that quadrant because you didn't work on it when it was Quadrant 2, which was important but not yet urgent, and it's still important and now it's moved into the urgent quadrant. Or it might be that your boss just told you to this morning about that report he needed by close of business today. So that's how it got in that category. The others, excuse me, quite often might be what we call firefighting. And these are things that just come up during the day that have to be addressed and taken care of. So naturally we have to do those. But some of those can also be caused by other people. They might be important and urgent to other people, but not to you. And you need to be able to sort that out. Is this something that's important and urgent to you to get taken care of right away? Quadrant 2, important, not urgent. This is where we want to spend the majority of our time. This is the bread and butter. This is where we get the results to build our business, to meet our goals, objectives, and so forth. And this is things like maybe setting your monthly goals, developing your business plan, making sales calls, the things that really have meaning to you and contribute to the results that you achieve every day and every week, prospecting for new business. You've got to be sure that you focus and provide time for those activities every day. Quadrant 3, urgent, not important. Okay, these are things that this time of year, maybe getting your tax return completed. And yes, it's getting urgent because we're getting close to the 15th of April, and that might be important to the government and to Uncle Sam, but it's not important to you in terms of building your business and meeting your goals and objectives. But it is urgent that you get it taken care of, get it out of the way. So those are the kind of things that fall into that quadrant. Quadrant 4 is not urgent, not important. And you know, these are the kind of things, we all need some downtime during the day. We need to kind of relax, relieve some stress. And this is when we spend some time in Quadrant 4. And, you know, we might call this building bookshelves when you ought to be building your business. But it's other things. Maybe it's spending time with Facebook. And again, if you're not using that for advertising and building your business and so forth and just checking on what your friends are doing, that's not urgent, not important. And the other thing might be unimportant email. We get so much stuff into our email box, so much email every day. It's important you go through and just pick out the things that are really important and take care of those. And then all the rest, there might be some that's of interest. You'd like to go back and, read a little bit or do this and so forth. And so that's Quadrant 4. So in a nutshell, Quadrant 2, Quadrant 1, you've let it become urgent or somebody else has made it become urgent and you've got to take care of it. Quadrant 2 is your bread and butter. That's where you want to really spend your time, and that's what's going to get you results that are important. So, I'd urge you to take some time to think about this, to track your activities. What do you really spend your time on every day? And after you do this for a while, it'll really become just routine, and I think you'll find yourself to be much more effective and productive. And let me just mention, as you free up more time and you have more time to do some of the things, maybe, you'd like to start a part-time business you can work from home and create some income working from home. Maybe start taking some steps towards making a career change or having your own business. And if you have any thoughts about doing something like that, I happen to be working with some very, very successful partners of mine in working a home-based business and creating a very significant income online on the internet. And if you'd like to learn a little bit about this, why, just click on the that big blue bar down below and take a few minutes, check it out. Love to have you visit my site there and see what it is we're doing. So thanks for visiting today. Hope you have a great day. Bye now.